Hello and good evening, everybody. How are you guys doing on this Tuesday evening? I do hope, like Ryotun is saying over there, it's not that hot. Definitely, Ryotun has a very warm evening. Good evening, sirs. Of course, Seb, good evening, sir. We got Vis Electra. Hello there, sir. Bonsoir, Ryotun. How are you doing, monsieur? We got Vlad's Barbershop joining us. Thank you very much, sir, for the follow. Legile Mentos. Hello there. Alex Crazy Night. Hi. Hello. Good evening, sir. We do have indeed the auditor rings tonight. Of course, Planet poses, and we're going to need to see how are their painters going to do, because that's what their name is, Ornithopeintres. We do also have on the other side Le Front Degarni, which honestly I still want to get like a translation from the natives, the French native speakers, because well, I don't want to confuse it. Of course, I do want to also mention we do have Natro. Thank you very much, sir, for the prime, much appreciated, sir. Closing, good evening, sir, and welcome. Colophonius getting up from that couch. Good evening, sir, and thank you very much for doing that. We do have Old Triangle. Hello there, sir. Welcome. Closing also picked up that first promotion, and I gotta say Crispy AZ was the first one to write over here in the channel. Vis Electra, good evening. Also, let me actually scroll back down. Okay, what? Bonjour, belle personas. Yes. Oh, okay. So I do need to wait for everybody to get in. I think everybody got in, and I need to swap with Vodairo. Okay, there we go. We just swapped. I think we got Palpatine. Palpatine is a man tonight. He's going to be streaming for the French community, in French, of course. And, of course, we do see the teams starting to end up on their sides, on their teams, and so on and so forth, splitting up in two sides. I have to point out, this is the CivFR 4v4 RTS contest. This is going to be East versus West type of situation. We do have the Pangeea map chosen for this game, and one a bit of very important information. We do have the challenge one over here on the screen. Let me actually put it up on the screen. There we go. So one of the things that I do want to point out, this is the last remaining match that needed to play out in the quarterfinals, and of course we're going to find out exactly who's going to go forward. You can see already in the semifinals we got Frederitos de la Vega versus BBS. They're going to start playing tomorrow, but we do have another game to catch actually tomorrow from the CivFR squadrons, so we're probably going to catch that. Definitely, I do want to keep an eye out for the results over here, and we're gonna see who's gonna start winning in these games. Still waiting for that translation, by the way. If I take a look on let me actually put it up over here, translate.google.com. if I put the language French and translate into English, Le Front Degarni, it would mean the receding forehead. What? Wait, really? That's what it means? Oh, I see. Bald forehead. Okay, but that actually, you know, that's a stuff that in some aspects, some people would actually say that is a sign of intelligence, a growing intelligence. I don't know, man. I don't know. You have to be the judge of that. Of course, I do want to take a look over here of what's going on. Did have an extra program open up, and I don't know why. There we go. I just closed it. And of course, I do want to take a look at the rosters. So who do we have on what side? Give me a second here so I can push buttons. There we go. Pushing buttons. Yeah. Wisdom. Yeah. Okay. So Vodairo with Oranssi, with Adrydry and McBeton. I'm pretty sure they're the Ornithopeintres tonight. And on the other side, we do have Phyrsos, Riggy, Romrom, and Astikos coming up for Le Front Degarni. Of course, I'm actually very surprised. I gotta say, very surprised. We see them in the lower bracket. Phyrsos, Riggy, Romrom, and Astikos. They're quite experienced players, and maybe I'm a bit subjective on this. I gotta say, because I've seen them a lot of the times in the competitions, and maybe that's why I actually, you know, got used to the names, got used to them playing in other teams, really top teams in the CWC, in the CivFR squadrons, and so on and so forth. And in my mind is like, how are they in the lower bracket, bro? Like, what happened there? Did they just give up or something? Did they you know, like, did something happen? Did somebody throw ice cream at them and, you know, took it out their eyes or something? I do not know. Whom did they lose to? That is the biggest question. So let me actually find that out. It looks like it was just battleships that did manage to pew 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 le front Degarni over here, and of course they now need to face off Les Ornithopeintres, who did lose, and we've seen it here on the stream, against BBS, the Pi-Ben Scout. That was actually quite an awesome game, I gotta say, from both sides. Awesome. We do have right now them telling us a bit of an information in the chat. In the in-game chat, they told us that the Babylon was an auto-ban agreement, so they don't need to actually ban it in the ban phase. There still will be 10 bans. We still have quite a few wonders also taken out. I don't believe even with the new BBS updated, I don't believe we did have any kind of change in the wonders. And of course, we're gonna need to see what they're gonna do over here in the options. I believe it was yeah, it's still custom 29, so that means all of the wonders, that's Lysenford, Giant Causeway, oh my god, I have like a big oh, Matterhorn, that's a third one, and I'm not sure if they banned the Bermuda Triangle or not. I think that's the fourth one, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so team pluses, we do have both teams putting the plus. We're gonna start them up on the choosing side. I do want to point out, of course, since this is a 4v4 setup, we're gonna have 4 civs picked, but they're gonna be either outsiders or insiders. And when I'm referring to outsiders or insiders, the map, how you see it right here, you're gonna have outside civilizations, and then you're gonna have inside civilizations, 2 and 2 picking the same sequence. So we're gonna in the same sequence, I guess. We do need to see whether a segment, not sequence. Sorry, I didn't want to say segment, not sequence. We do need to see what kind of simmers they're gonna get, what kind of brawlers they're gonna get, because of course, since this is Pangeea, they will probably need to fight on land quite a bit, and we did see in previous maps, in previous games, that they will need quite a bit of a navy as well. So they need to be careful how they're gonna try to put their simmers on the back foot, so they could actually go for something like a navy. Good evening, Captain and Captain Picard. Hello there. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome. Go Tamar. We got Kamar in the side. Oh, I don't know, man. Also, good evening, Nanny. Hello there. Welcome. Bob17 in the house. Calling out the baguettes. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Okay, so in the active ban phase, we do have two of the civs immediately taken out. It looks like it's going to be Lotaro, Mali, and then Khmer coming up third. Of course, we do need to see 3 more, and we're going to need to see what they're going to go for the picks here. On the Pangeea map, there are a lot of civilizations, land civilizations that can make quite a bit of a splash here. And of course, we've seen quite a few times Ganghi coming up and doing a lot of damage. We've seen even sometimes coastal civilizations that can actually take the pressure to the enemy. But of course, the main ones would still be something like Zulu, Byzantium, Rome. We do have Persia, for example, Cree. Those are civilizations that have been picked quite a bit. There are civilizations that I would definitely say are underpicked on these maps, and like chat is saying over here, Tamar would be interesting to see. We might see something also like Egypt. We have seen quite a few games in which Egypt did shine, and in the last 2 weeks we've seen a rise in the meta for Eleanor, France. So even though people mostly ignored Eleanor, France, especially after the buff that it received to its amphitheaters, getting the points and so on and so forth, it might end up quite nice. They wanted to pick Maori, but it was auto-banned. So they didn't know. They're saying they didn't know. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see what they're gonna ban over here instead. We've seen also quite a bit of a change in meta when it comes to what the players do like to go for. When it comes to the 4v4, the East versus West, since you do immediately know that you're going to be either frontline or backline, you do know that you're going to need to pick one of the simmers or the brawlers. And the players do tend to go for a lot more specialized civilizations rather than flexible civilizations, because they know their positions. Of course, there still is that randomized factor. You don't actually know what they're gonna go. Oh wait, Golan. Oh man, I think they're trying to go for another one of the bans because they banned a civilization that it was auto banned, and they do want to put it up again. So we're gonna see them picking the same bans. Okay. We'll see. Oh well, it looks like. Wait, did it go again? Okay. Shouldn't they have ignored Maori? Didn't say it's auto banned. Oh, wait. Phyrsos, I think, came up with another information over here. Interdiction de la mettre en slot front. Okay, mais pas ban. So I think he's saying that there wasn't a ban on the Maori, on Pangeea, and I think Adrydry is after that is saying he's bad. You know, my bad. Mubu, my bad. I think so. Oh, you can't pick him on front lane. Oh, that's what. Okay. So that's what it means. Okay. Thank you, Alex, for the translation over there. Interesting. De la mettre en slot front. Okay, so on slot front is front lane. You can't pick him. This is it. De la mettre. Interesting. Sure. So they cannot pick him in the front lane, but I guess it's okay to ban. That's what it means, right? It's okay to ban. It's not auto banned. Okay, got it. We do have also Khmer Mali taken out, Victoria and Norway picking up in the last two bans. Very interesting that they actually take out those two civilizations instead of taking out more, land-based civilizations, especially on Pangeea. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of land fighting going on, and Whoa, so we got the simmers in the house. Frederick Barbarossa taking up the Tarzan's place over here. The first one, alpha male, coming up with the first slot. Frederick Barbarossa will need to see what he's gonna get. If he's gonna get some of those some of those amazing hunts as rivers and so on with its commercials. Definitely a very, very good pick over here, but it does, I have to point this out, it does tend to shine a little bit late in the game, and that's one of the reasons, for example, the players do prefer to go for the goals, because by the time that you actually get the extra district on Frederick Barbarossa and you get to place it and build it and so on and so forth, most of the other players in the game can actually do an attack maneuver on you, maybe some cuirassiers and so on. So it is kind of hard. The thing is, and that's the powerful thing of the East versus West and why it makes Frederick Barbarossa viable, it will get the backline and it will be allowed to sim quite a bit. So it's quite important for them to keep Frederick Barbarossa out of the enemy's hands. It also has a very important unit on the seas, that U-boat. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to use it against his opponent. You can see it does have combat strength when fighting on ocean tiles, and it is able to reveal other stealth units. Very nice. Phyrsos gonna go for Eleanor of Aquitaine on the simmers on the other side of the planet, and of course Riggy is gonna need to pick up next. Eleanor of Aquitaine is starting to pick up quite a bit of tension over here, especially after its buff. In the mid to late phase of the game, it does tend to shine quite a bit, especially if you do manage to get domination when it comes to your great writer points, and you can require those writers, you can put them in the amphitheaters, you get a lot of stats out of your districts and cities. Riggy going for quite a flexible civilization, but at the same time it is most of the time known for its simming ability rather than its war ability. Rome, of course, will benefit from that free monument. It will get to settle quite a few cities, and most of the time it does get to build Colosseum very, very quickly because of the extra culture that it gets from the beginning. Japan is going to be chosen alongside Frederick Barbarossa, alongside Germany, and we definitely need to see if they're gonna end up coastally. Germany usually doesn't end up coastally, but there are some moments in which, of course, you get one of those spawns in which you rather remap. I do believe both teams do have a remap token available. If not, please how to say, please correct me over here, but I do believe teams do still retain one remap token per each, and of course we're going to need to see how they're going to use them. Looking at the second ban phase, we do have Spain coming up over here as the 7th choice, and of course we do need to see the next 3, or I should say the last 3 bans of the game. We still have extremely powerful brawling civilizations, and it does seem like they took out first those civilizations that they really don't want to see in the game, and then most of the time the simmers that they didn't want to see in the game, and then on this side of the bans they should try to take out those brawling civilizations. So we might end up seeing something like Zulu, for example, taken out here. We might see something like how to say Persia or Cree available here, so we'll see what they're gonna go for. A Basil, nobody banned Basil. Why are they not banning Basil? Are they underestimating Basil? I just realized there's no Basil banned. Wait, what? Really? No Basil? What did you do to my boy Byzantium, bro? No Genghis Khan and no Basil. What is happening with the world, man? Wow. Okay, there was, as far as I know, there was no negative debuff, right? No debuff on either of them. So it's just the players got so good at countering them, or did the players get tired of playing them? So I don't know. Well, I don't know what's with this change in meta, because it was one of those go-to tactics. You get K6, you win game. It's like quite simple. Get K6, win game. Of course, we do see Congo actually taken out here. I totally forgot about Scythia, but it looks like they didn't, so it's quite good. Coming up on the 10th ban, and we do need to see what they're gonna pick over here. Romrom, Adrydry, McBeton. We got Astikos also showing up over there. Oh, Astikos is actually quite well known of using out-of-the-box tactics to make his way towards a winning condition. So we're going to need to see what he's going to pick over here as a civilization, and we're definitely going to know if he is going to try to do one of those. No, Genghis didn't get nerfed. Nobody got nerfed. I don't think basic. I don't think there was any kind of nerf on those civilizations. There were mostly buffs, from what I remember in. One second here. Okay, so okay, Romrom is gonna go for Gandhi. That's actually quite well known from Gandhi. Would have from Romrom. I'd have expected something like Chandragupta, but Gandhi can work too. Catherine de Medici, the Black Queen on Adrydry. I do believe there was a buff back on. Rebuff actually on Catherine de Medici. We did have it starting to get its diplomatic visibility from the beginning of the game, not at a political philosophy as it was back then. Of course, McBeton is gonna keep up with the next leader pick over here, and right after that we're gonna see Astikos. I did want to quickly take a look over here at the bonuses, or I should say changes, and let me actually take a quick peek. Maybe there is something that actually escaped my sight. I don't think so. So TDRR, Egypt, we do have Tamar, Magnificence, Khmer, Venetian, okay, trade treaty initiation rights reduce and swordsman. That is a big question. That is a big question. Let's put up a big question over here. So I'm gonna put a big poll for everybody to say. Will we see more swordsman after change to +5 iron? Yes. No. Nothing will change. Wait. Kicked up. Okay. What do you guys think? What big poll? Yes. What do you guys think? So they changed the requirements on the swordsman. All of the swordsmen in the game will only require 5 iron instead of the normal 10 iron. And of course, the biggest question is right now: do you guys think we will see more people actually using swordsman in the game against their opponents? That's the biggest question. I do see also the last 2 civilizations got picked up over here. It looks like Alexander is going to be on Ornithopeintres, and we do have on left front Degarni, Astikos picking up Portugal. We got Joe III in the game for, oh my god, this has been such a while, and since we've seen Joe III in the game here. That's quite something. Okay, let's see what do you guys think. Nothing will, oh my god, there's actually quite a spread over here. We got 6 in nothing will change, and yes, we got 5 people thinking something will change. Oh, something. More people want to see swordsman in the game. You know what I think will be the only change? You can actually hard build swordsman, so you can pre-build muskets much faster and cheaper. I think that's the only change. So it won't actually change the start of the game, like pre-turn 40, 50, when you actually want the swords to come out. It will only change the ability of a nation to pre-build a lot of muskets and send them all the merry way. So, you know, you make them cheaper because you want them anyway. That's the only thing, I think. Later on, someone might work swordsman into a plan, but for the moment, I think people will stick to what they know. Yeah, it's just not in the Legion catapult push gonna come back. ATAC making a big prediction over here. We do have the Legion catapult push gonna come back. Oh, I don't know, it might come back. It's been such a meme in the last I think like season or something, the CWC 6 months or something, since we've seen actually a Legion push from Rome. It used to be a year ago or a year and a half ago. It used to be one of the worst best attacks, of course, most feared attack and best attack from a nation. The legions coming up from Rome with a general with catapults and so on and so forth. Well, not that much anymore. Legion catapult. Oh my god. Okay. Well, somebody did crash immediately. Well, I guess there are a few kinks in BBG. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to stream yesterday, by the way, because I saw mod updates, and I was like, oh no, oh no, there's gonna be such a drama over here in the games, and I was like, no, no, bro, no, don't do this. Anyway, I do hope we're gonna see it stabilized after a few days, and of course we're not gonna have that many crashes. We're gonna get all of the players updated and so on properly. Most of the time, unfortunately, you do have to manually update, so the Steam Workshop just doesn't update it properly. You have to change it. So the point is, pre-build is easier. Don't know if that changes. Yeah, I don't know if that is actually changing that much, but you know, it's just gonna be something. What are those cliffs of Dover? Where did you see? Oh, these ones? Yeah. What can I say? It's an island filled with the cliffs of Dover. Well, I guess it's an amazing island. Honestly, it's an amazing island. Wouldn't you love to sit here, to live here with some reefs? You go out swimming in the morning, you catch some fish, you come back, you make a barbecue, bam, 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 you get the fishes done, and then you just sit in the sun for the rest of the day, you know, like oh yeah, you get burned on each side and so on and so forth. Hello, good evening, Goody. Hello there, sir. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's take a look over here since Astikos is coming back. We do have to take a look at Japan on the west side. Looks like he's going to have quite a few city-states on his west, and of course Johannesburg could actually be taken out by those boats of his. Vodairo will have a plus 5 harbor in the capital, or he will have the ability to go for that instant style to the northeast. I do believe he's going to stay in place and get a 2-2 base. He does have a horse to the east side and a reef fish to the north. That's actually quite a powerful start over here for Japan. A lot of food, a lot of tiles to work, and of course with a 2-2 base he's gonna work faster. He's gonna make faster everything. We're gonna need to see if he's actually gonna want to work for a few tiles the instance, so he gets a faster pantheon. I doubt it, but you know, anything can happen. Now we do have next to him to the east, it looks like Germany is going to come up over here. McBeton is also going to have an instant style to go for. A bit unfortunate that he actually has floodplains over here to the south, but I do believe the floodplains are limited to the river on his settler, so he could ideally try to get something like a great bath somewhere and protect his districts from floods and so on and so forth, which will allow him to expand his cities and of course get that triangle of districts. Most of the time you do want to put your Hansas alongside your commercials, so it gets hit by multiple commercials and a government plaza somewhere. If you can actually fit in something like dams, or you can fit in something like aqueducts and so on Germany, that's actually amazing. So my immediate suggestion for this would be for him to actually climb this hill across the river, settle that, get the 2-2s around it to work, and of course get another city over here, get another city over here, and get hexagon between his cities. Of course he will open up actually multiple cities after that, especially this one on the marble tile to the northeast, through the rivers to the north and one to the south. Maybe he could actually couple a few more districts to that Hansa hexagon. Good evening, dropping DZ sunbathing until the Japanese boats come knocking. Yeah, hello, sir. Akshat 971. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Also, I don't want to take a look at what's going on here on the east side. Wait, is he actually going incense? Oh, okay. Well, you know, all of that plan I had in mind, I guess it could still work. It could still work, I guess. But he's not gonna get the 2-2 base anymore. Anyway, it's fine. It worked. He does have also somebody to help him out in the north. It looks like the only frontline civilization from the west side is gonna be Oranssi. And why do I say the only frontline civilization? Because honestly, let's be real about this. France does have one tile of water to actually go through, a canal, and it looks like it's going to be quite tough to put those units in the water. He doesn't have the same continent as Rome, and I do believe, of course, both of them are probably going to be simming over here for quite some time. We do have a Macedon with a 2-2 base. He could have actually gotten a truffle tile to the northwest with some gold underneath there, and of course an extra amenity, but he did not want to choose that. He didn't want the extra production. He did want to be closer to his other 2-2s to the south. Could actually benefit quite a bit from the rivers on the north and the east. He is gonna need to fight India over here, which honestly it's not that bad, but it's not ideal either. We do have, of course, both of them with an ability to get quite a few strong units at the beginning. On one side we got the Heteros, on the other side you do have those Varus, so I believe they will do quite nicely. Oh my god, quite a few players desynced over here. Oh man. We do have a scout coming up in 2 turns from Pella. It looks like they're definitely trying to scout out as much as possible their surrounding land. So at turn 8 they will be prepared to actually keep the map or change the map. Remap. We do have Adrydry with Paris to the south. He is on a 3-1 base. It looks like that's a rise tile, so that's a flat tile actually. And we do also have him with Piotahi to the southeast, which will give him quite a bit of faith and gold. I do believe he should actually settle this as soon as possible, maybe his second city or something, because he will get quite a bit of a boost from that culture and from that gold. His river network does allow him to actually settle the cities to the southwest. A bit problematic about this placement with Germany. They're gonna need to set up cities over here somehow that both of them could actually benefit from this land, but I do believe they can easily settle 7 to 10 cities. On most maps you do want to go towards 10 cities, but of course sometimes you just, like, the opponent doesn't let you, the situation on the map doesn't let you, and so on and so forth. Okay, next up we do have Rome with Astikos playing it today. He does have a reef fish in the south, but of course you do see he went for the 2-2 base. He does have quite a few other 2-2s, and it looks like he did pump out a scout from his capital. Another silver tile to the south over here to settle, but I guess he's not going to want to settle that. No 2-2 next to it. Okay, rivers, connections, Dead Sea to the southeast, which it did get some Haboob love over there. Haboob just went in and improved some of the tiles of the desert. You can see some 1-4 forest over here. We do have 2-2 firs, some 2 production hills in the desert, so definitely quite a few improvements. He's also on the Spice continent, and he's going to be to the direct south of India. And they are on the same team, so they don't really need to worry. But one of the most important things is they're going to get to trade with each other. We do have 2 more civilizations to go. Lisbon first up in the northeast. He is actually going to be on a lake, which will not really allow him to actually get those coastal settlers on the east side with that many boats. And I'm pretty sure England over here, Romrom, will need to get a city next to his warrior, so he could ideally trade with the city of Lisbon on the water, because of course we do know that Portugal gets so many benefits. It did receive a nerf, but it still gets so many benefits from those trade routes, and the most important one is of course the gold that you generate from it. Hello there, Justice, guten Abend, drunk Pangeea at its best again. Yeah, exactly. Well, we do what we can do, man. What can I say? Oh man, this is I think really everybody needs to check out their mods and unsubscribe and subscribe, because you know this I'm pretty sure that desync is because of that. I'm 100% sure of the desync is because of that. We do have Lisbon getting a builder. It looks like he's also starting up on a settler. He's going to go to improve his fish tile quite soon. In the south, London is going to have his 2-2 base with a +4 harbor. Looks like he did also get a builder and starts to improve his sheep tiles for a 2-3 tile to work. He does have 2 of them to improve, and of course I'm actually curious if he's going to try to go for the fish. The double sea resources improved to give you a boost to celestial navigation, so at the beginning of the game it's actually quite important to try to get that boost. Another way of doing it is actually to allow Portugal to get the boost, and you just wait for it to discover it, and then you do get the boost. I think actually London should get it because he has more resources around his city center, and they're not that expensive, while Lisbon will need to buy a 3 tile out resource, and it's really not good at all to work those pearl tiles at the beginning of the game. Oh wait, did it stabilize? I didn't see any change now. Wait, Romrom, bro. Which team is which? Tan House, good evening, sir. On the left side we got Degarni. On the right side we do have, did they just buy a settler? I think they just bought a settler. We got Les Ornithopeintres. I guess you're right, and I should actually put the team names on the screen. Le Front Degarni, LFD on the left side, and on the right side we do have the Ornithopeintres. That's gonna be a, well, I guess a longer name over here, but it is what it is. The Ornithopeintres. Also, good evening, Tan House. Hello there, sir. How are you doing tonight? Okay, so remap vote going on. We're turn 8. We do see that the Ornithopeintres immediately chose something. I do believe in this situation they were a bit more, I would say, helped by the map. We do have them on the west side with good spawns. We also, wait a second, did Japan actually go for? Okay, so he did go for the instance style. I was definitely, well, not expect. Wait, what? Why are they? No. But why? Does anybody know why they wanted to remap this?
Hey guys.
Hello Momiko, good evening sir, welcome. Thank you very much for the tier 1, much appreciated sir. Xaipong, yes, I don't know why they actually remap this. Honestly, like I was expecting East to remap this for Portugal spawn. I wasn't expecting the West to remap for anything. We're gonna need to ask them, like, why did you remap? Really, why did you want to remap this? You think Portugal? But I mean, sure, but it still would need some help. It would need some help from Eleanor, but I think actually they can do that on any map on Pangeea.
Of life beneath water, to the great beasts.
French cuirassiers raids might be too difficult, and Alexander too far from them. But I don't think they're gonna get to fight. And France versus Rome on simming, I wouldn't call it out that bad. It did have a relatively good land there, a lot of potential for his chateaus and so on. I don't know. We'll see. I guess this is a much better connected map here, so we'll see who ends up to be the front liner. Oh my god, no. Oh, okay, so it's east versus west, but now they're on the east side. Okay, so it looks like we got Oranssi, Adrydry, Frederick Barbarossa, and Vodairo. Oh, one of them did drop kick on the east side, and then we do have on the west side we got everybody else, and that's left from Degarni. That's some flat land near Alexander there. Yeah. Is it? Come on, it's not that flat, bro. No, it's not that flat. It's fine. Come on, it's fine. And I think he's gonna have a second city on Cliffs of Dover, die style, so he's gonna get the culture, he's gonna get the faith. Looks like he can actually put quite a few cities over here on the east, get some Oh, let's get some units going, and he's gonna need to fight Astikos this time and not the Varus, which I mean it's fine. Varus are actually gonna be much closer to France this time. You can see there are actually two cities from touching borders. That's very close. This is gonna be a problem for both of them actually, but I do believe Phyrsos here might try to use his advantage into getting those Varus and try to go against France. Of course, the usual tactic to take out the Varus is to spam as much as possible archers and make a line of defensive units. You can use anti-cavs as the spearmen, you can use some horses, even though I wouldn't recommend them, and most of the time, of course, with the spamming and the archers in the backline, you do pew 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 pew, take them out. It's very important to actually get a lot of archers against the Varus. One of the specialties of also France is to get that diplomatic visibility. He does have more damage on his archers, so all in all it's actually much better at yeah, never mind. He's getting another +3 bonus. Mystic Jimbo 76, good evening sir, and thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. India +7 campus. Wait, where? It's +3. Did you see a plus? Oh, this one, the +4 campus. Yes, you're right. This one +4 campus. Yeah, he does have actually two +4 campuses. This is a +4 as well. Very nice. It's a good Indian spawn. It's fine. He does have a good second settle over here next to the 2-3 deer tile. On Desert Hill, it's still gonna be a 2-1, so you know that's good. Another settle over here on the honey tile. So very nice. Very nice bonuses that he's getting from his settles. I'm just waiting for him to reconnect and them to actually open up the map here, so we get to see what's going on. I'm just bouncing around the map and seeing what's going on, not really talking about the spawns here. Do we have any powerful wonders? I guess not. Oh well. Let's see. We do have Portugal, Riggy, with this time actually a direct connection from camp to England's London. We do have him with a 2-1 possible base. It looks like he's gonna get some reef fish tiles to work, quite a few bananas here, and a lot of stone to the north. Also, Chocolate Hills is gonna make his appearance in his third and fourth city, but I do believe he's actually gonna do much better if he goes for the south over here, and of course getting closer to England's units or cities. A bit curious if he's actually gonna if they're gonna put two cities and they're gonna stop there, or England over here is gonna give him all of the north to Portugal. Of course, England does have quite a bit of a problem in the south here, around 1 and a 2 and a 3, yeah, 3 cities to settle. But by the looks of it, this is gonna be quite flat land to use, not really ideal for your city centers. We do need to see also on both teams if they want to keep this map or not. I believe there's only one remap token available, and that's going to be on Le Front Degarni. Like the Ten House is saying, definitely a Great Barrier Reef with the banana over here could have been worse, but I believe it's fine. I believe it's fine, honestly. You can easily get a city, for example, on the 2-2. You get that +4 campus over there, and it's fine. Should be fine. They could actually even both try to get bonuses over here. Lisbon could get a city on the banana. You do have England with a city on that 2-2, and so on and so forth. They can both put campuses next to the Great Barrier Reef and get some extra adjacency bonuses. London does have a 2-2 base. He does have quite a few resources. Sheep tiles. I see some iron tiles. I see some turtles in the south and gypsum. Definitely a nice simming position. But his south is a bit lacking. I would have loved to see some more first of all resources on the coast on the south, and a lot more hills, but it looks like that's not going to be the case, and this is going to be quite a problem for him to use. I guess, like, just for comparison, the city in the tundra, this city in the tundra is much better than this city. Like overall, it's way better than this city over here to the south of London. It does have silk tiles to use. He does have fish tiles for some food. A lot of hills in the northeast, grassland hills. So all in all, it will have like 7-8 tiles that he could easily work and improve his city. And then with the remaining tiles or population that he's gonna grow in, he's gonna use it in his districts and so on. We do have Rome with a 2-2 base, getting a scout out. Looks like Mount Vesuvius is directly to his south. He did not discover it yet, but I don't think so actually. Let me see. Does he see a tile? He sees a tile, so he knows that's something over there, fishy. So he will probably send his scout to discover it. And of course, he should actually wait so he gets Code of Laws for the double experience on the scouts. It will make him much easier to scout. He does have a very strong settle on that gypsum tile, and I do see a coffee settle on the east side, giving him quite a few advantages. First of all, the 2-1 base for the gypsum, one extra amenity. You do get some extra culture on the coffee if you settle this. And I do see even in the southeast he has a cattle settle. Actually, all in all, this is amazing settle for Rome. I really like all of his B2, B3, B4, all of his second settle, third settle, and fourth settle are gonna be amazing. One Muffin, good evening, sir, and welcome. 2 versus 1 caravel war, that might be a problem. Yeah, it looks like Japan is going to be the only one on the coast here, so yeah, that might actually happen. Let's go really quickly and see. Okay, Macedon, I believe he's going to have again strong settle to the north, definitely Cliffs of Dover, the second city. Paris here knows about India, and I don't think Phyrsos is going to shy away from attacking into France anytime soon. Paris does have a good back settle, a good forward settle. I see the Mercury over there, definitely winking at him for some extra amenities and some extra science. Not to mention in the back settle he does have a +3 campus. I do see in the capital he also has a +2, possible +3 depending with other settlers and so on, and quite a few strategic resources. German spawn. Let's see, German spawn. Okay, not bad, not ideal, but not bad. The resources are kind of messing this up, especially the horse style here. The horse style is kind of messing his hexagon up, depending on where he wants to put it. So for example, if he goes for this hexagon over here, it's going to be fine, and it's not like he has that many other things to do in the east side. He only has like a few hills and not that many resources. The problem of course will be the Elba River. That's going to be quite a bit of a problem because it's floodable. You know, maybe like I was saying, Great Bath over there protecting, maybe some Temenaki. You can do quite a few things now with the floodable terrain, so maybe it's not that bad as we think. But he needs to prepare for this, and going for the second city on that rice tile without that many hills or tiles to work, it's extremely dangerous in these types of game. Okay, so I guess they didn't want to go for a remap, or they totally forgot. That's oublié le remap vote. Vodairo is saying that he forgot, right, about the remap vote. And that's correct, right? That's correct. You know what? I'm going to actually keep my French notebook next to me. What I do in the last lessons that I did, we're just reading out the text and trying to translate, and if I don't know something, I just write it down. So I'm just gonna write it down. Oublier is something like he forgot about it, forgetting or forgot or something. Please, any Frenchie in the house? Hello. Temenaki is horrible for Germany. To forget. Okay, so thank you, Alex. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. So, oublier, to forget. Well, I need to translate in Romanian actually. Uita. Okay. He forgot the remap. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Nicoleo. Good evening, sir. Also, you're making a comment. Temenaki is horrible for Germany since you need to put your districts on river tiles. Yes, I totally agree with you, Nicoleo. The thing is, I was thinking of how he could do his hexagon, and the immediate thing that stuck into my mind was that there were too many resources on the west side, so you might as well use the space that you have on the southeast to try to get it, because this is open land. That's the only one. That's the only thing I did. Tempoet, also good evening, sir, and welcome. We do have one more civilization to look at, and of course we're going to actually start to look at the strategic resources with it. Vodairo is going to go for the Halong Bay to the northwest with the city of Kyoto. I do see him benefiting from an amber tile, but I'm pretty sure he shouldn't be working it with only one production point. He does have multiple 2-2s to work on the west side, and of course he does have also a fertile with a 3-1-1 that makes up for a little bit of that production. Well, he could buy one of the other 2-2s. We'll see. Vodairo here. Let's see. Is he working the extra? No, he's not. You see the culture. He's on 2 just like everybody else. He's definitely working the fertile. And we do have him with available horses to the south of Kyoto. He does have an iron tile to the northwest between it and Tokyo. That should be fine on strategic resources. And of course, samurais over here are going to be booming. We just saw him buy a builder from the city of Tokyo. Interesting. I'm actually curious. Okay, there we go. He's going for the turtles, so he definitely wants to get some extra amenities on his cities. And of course, he could go for the amber tile to get 2 of them, giving him the bonus from happy citizens. He does have multiple cities on this coast, including Namadol to take out if he wants to, and I believe he's gonna probably find out about Namadol soon enough. Just need to get 2-3 boats, and that city is gonna be his. Very actually good tempo for Japan over here, much better tempo than we're gonna see on the other side from Portugal and Eleanor, just because of the free city that he's gonna get to take with his boats. Of course, I'm actually curious what happened here. Okay, so Manchester got settled, not on the 2-2 base, on the 2-1, on the river. Okay, it's fine. Let's take a look at Portugal. We do have Lisbon with a city going for the south. Looks like that banana is probably going to be his, one of the bananas. I guess he's going for the south one. Is going to be his choice. And we do have him with a builder. Probably going to go and improve those stone tiles. I do also notice he didn't go for his second. Okay, interesting. He didn't go for his second coastal resource, so he's not going to get an easy boost. Maybe he's going to rely on Manchester, London to get it, but you can see it's going to take a while until those builders come out. He will have turtles and fish to improve, so I guess that's good. On Lisbon, he does have horses to the northwest, an iron tile in the second ring. That's actually acquirable and easy and cheap. We do need to see if Riggy is actually gonna get to improve those resources. They definitely need to improve at least horses for India. And on that subject, we're going to see India soon enough take off over here. Looks like he's going for holy sites. On Manchester and London, we do have an iron tile to east in the second ring. Looks like his horses are going to be next to Manchester and London. Between them, that's actually going to be easy to acquire. And of course, in the south, Romrom is going to try to get a second settle, probably on that 1-1. That gypsum is a bit too close for comfort. I don't think he is allowed by the game to settle over there less than 4 times away. He will also get to settle another city to the south, and in the meantime he does have quite a few inner cities to settle on these rivers towards what is this? Tees River, the river Tees. There looks like they're also putting under siege the city of Granada. I'm actually curious who's actually going to try to take this. In the meantime, of course, Granada is shooting back, but slowly but surely it's losing its health advantage. We do have another Phyrsos warrior, India, coming up from the north, and of course you do see that Astikos keeps on bouncing, attacking into that city center, taking away more health from that city. I'm very curious who will want to take this city. We might not even see Romrom, for example, having an ability to take this city. India, again, quite a weak warrior coming from the north, while Riggy is keeping his warrior in Fortify. He's gonna get some heals off, but at the same time, I think that's actually the worst possibility that you can get over here, because honestly Portugal wants to be on the coast, doesn't really get any bonuses from being inland, so you don't really want to give him that city. Maybe they want to give it and I would say from this whole choice is Romrom actually would be the best choice. I think India will take it from the north. Okay, so it looks like Granada did pump out a warrior, and by the looks of it, if it's not going to be this turn, it might not be at all. We do need to see what they're going to do here. They're going to slam it. I think they're going to slam it. India should get it. Okay, all triangle is saying India should take a pole maybe. I think India will take it. Okay. Oh man, is it? It died. Okay, it was England taking it. Okay, it was England taking it. England is so close. That's why I was saying yeah, like England should take it because it's so close. We do need a poll though for who will win. So let me actually put up a prediction over here for the who will win. We do have on one side Le Front Degarni. On the other side Les Ornithopeintres. Okay, and 30 minutes to go. Okay, let's go. Ayutthaya? What happened to Ayutthaya? You are talking about something with Ayutthaya and I don't know what. So, okay, we got England on 4 cities now. Ayutthaya on the north. So, Portugal would do much better to actually take Ayutthaya. That's what you are saying? Yeah, definitely. Definitely Ayutthaya should be taken over by Portugal. We do have the city of Delhi with a third settler coming out. I do see he did settle the city of Mysore to the northeast on that honey tile. That's actually quite good. We do have him starting up his holy sites, and it looks like there was a scout from Adrydry trying to figure out what's going on here on India's land. Delhi is just working right now on his holy site, and it's 3 turns away from finishing. That's going to be on a +3 spot next to the mountains. Of course, getting that extra adjacency from the mountains is actually quite good. We're going to need to see what kind of pantheon is he going to go for. I don't think he has an option to go for example, Earth Goddess, but he does have multiple other options like Sacred Path, for example, maybe even initiation rites and so on. We do also need to see Phyrsos try to... I actually think even... how to say, stone circles might be nice over here. We got 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. More faith and 4 more production. That wouldn't be bad. But anyway, I'm deviating here. Let's see. Phyrsos is trying to go for the southeast, and of course getting the positioning on France. While of course you do see that Adrydry did put a scout between them. He is aware they're gonna probably need to fight very soon, very quickly. So he needs to figure out what kind of armies are gonna come against him, and of course what is India doing over here. How fast is he want to get those varus? India does have an iron tile to the second ring of Delhi to the northeast. He does have horse tile in the second ring of Mysore. Both strategic resources of the classical kind, so that's going to be nice. And of course, we do need to check out if he's going to go for his fourth settler. I don't think so, honestly. I think he's going to stay on 3 cities, and we're going to see him getting those shrines up, trying to get religion, and of course, try to build early military. That's one of the also problems over here. France might go for an earlier military than India, and there aren't that many chops. For example, for India, there is at the moment his billy queue is set on already holy sites, so it's gonna take a while until he actually gets there. While Adrydry, for example, is 3 turns away horseback riding. We got Phyrsos 16 turns horseback riding, and he doesn't have a builder. This is a problem. Okay, so on Rome, we do have Astikos with his third settler going for Mount Vesuvius. He got the one on the Cantal tile to the southeast of Antium. I honestly was expecting him to go for the north, but I think he prioritized going for the foot for that extra population. You do see that he already has 4 pop in the city of Antium, while Ostia is also going to get big, already getting some extra points of culture and science, and of course with the free monuments that Rome is going to benefit from, he's going to get a lead in culture. We do have Astikos with horses in the second ring. His iron is also going to be in the second ring. He has 2 iron tiles, and I do believe at the moment he doesn't really need to worry about anything. But honestly, when I would see this Macedonian warrior, I would definitely think this is going to be a problem. The biggest surprise of the game here is actually City Patreon Goddess on Macedon. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this. I was thinking free initiation rights on Macedon. I don't know why he picked this. Maybe you guys know why did he pick City Patreon Goddess, for faster encampments or something, or is he actually trying to sim to win? I wouldn't say Macedon is you know, one of those nations that you want to sim to win. Oh man, Adrydry, no fear, putting his city of Calais right in front of Calcutta. Now Phyrsos is going to be aware there's going to be war from an early stage. We do have archers coming off from Paris, archers coming off from Bordeaux, and of course you do see Adrydry did manage to improve at least one of his horses. I'm actually quite curious if we do have more nations improving their horse styles, mostly because of course, if France wants to go to war, he's going to need a lot of horses on his side. And yes, we do have actually Macedon improving his horse style with a 3-3-1 to the east of Pella. Well, I don't think actually 2 horse resources for this attack will be enough for 2 warring attacks, especially if we will see some heteros coming off from Macedon here. We do need to also check out Bordeaux. It does have access to his iron tile to the northwest. That's going to be 2 tiles out, and by the looks of it, Adrydry could actually start chopping those horses quite soon. He's on horseback riding 110, early empire riding 110. We might actually see him switch to military tradition next turn. I don't think he actually got enough culture to reveal the military tradition civic until now, and of course go for an empire afterwards. 3 archers coming off from his cities. Even the city of Calais is working on an archer. So definitely he's on a war path here. He just got a free unit. Oh my god, really? Okay, interesting. He just popped a free unit from one of those scouts. A meteor site over here is helping out Adrydry put some early pressure on India. Very important, very important. I don't know, Macedon needs to buy time for Germany or kill India with France. I know, right? So it kind of feels like they need to put some pressure right now when they do have an advantage. And of course, before India is going to be able to set his sim up for his religion, for his monumentality age. Initiation nerf to 1 warrior, people don't like it that much anymore. I mean, it's on Macedon, it's not really about the warrior. It was mostly because you did get that faith out of the units, and you could have actually just kept on building heteros while you do get some simming done in the meantime with some free builders and so on and so forth from that faith. Anyway, I guess, you know, it is what it is. We do have to also see Germany's ability to get those Hansas to the best of their the best that they can be. We got Heidelberg with geothermal settler. He's going for the campuses first, and by the looks of it, he did put down 2 of them, Berlin and Heidelberg. Aachen is also getting a trader coming up in 1, and we do see he did move one of his builders on the horse style. I think he wants to improve the horse style. Again, horse resources are going to be quite the premium over here on their side. And we do have Moksha establishing in the city of Aachen. I am expecting him to actually go for his 4th settler now. There's no reason for him to actually stop and switch his sim to for anything else. Yes, there might be some value into going your 3rd campus, but I think still a settler is just much better. He also needs to be careful not to discover that many district slots, district types, I would say. We do have him right now on archery, craftsmanship in 110, so I guess he is aware that he needs to be paying attention to that. Looking on the strategic resources, we do have him with the horse style to the southwest of Aachen. His iron is going to be quite far away from the city of Aachen on the east side, on 3 tiles away on the 3rd ring, while Berlin will have a very weak iron tile to the south of it, but it's like 2 tiles away, and it's a tile that you don't really want to work. Even if it's improved, you just don't really want to work. Hello, Zinja Max, and hello there. Hello, welcome from BBG. Hello, hello. We got Chef Gmo, and this seems slow by Germany. Yeah, indeed. It looks like this is gonna take a while to develop, and of course we're gonna need to see how he's gonna set up those Hansa. That's the most important thing, I gotta say, and I'm probably gonna talk about it quite a bit on the game. On Germany, one of the most important things that you need to do is your Hansa placement. If you do manage to get a powerful Hansa placement, you get a powerful game. If you mess up your Hansa placement, you're gonna have a May game. With your May game, you're probably gonna lose. Going with campus with low production, he might as well go commercials. Yeah, exactly. Go commercials, even free inquiry could be an option. Yeah, yeah. I think he's going for the. I'm not gonna lie. You're laughing right now, but I think he's going for the discount. I don't know why, but he's going for the discount. Anyway, we do have Japan over here with 3 cities on the coast. God of War and Plunder as a choice. Halong Bay to the north. Turtles improved. He got his celestial navigation. You do see the harbors coming out of his cities. Already 2 of them built. And we are 6 turns away from the classical era when he's going to get to choose a bonus. Guys, I need to know. I need to know. Biggest question of them all. What am I gonna do here? Let me see. What should I drink tonight? Let's see. Fanta Madness. Oh wait, I just wrote Fanta. Or Sprite. Or more water. Let's see. What do you guys think? What should I work here? What should I do? Wait, salt? Salt? No. Really? Okay, so it looks like Vodairo is going to go for his government plaza in the capital city. I do see him getting quite a few of these turtles. Might even go and give one turtle away here to one of his allies. He does have an amber also improved, so he's getting 2 amenities. His city happiness is actually at the content level right now because it grew quite a bit, so it's fine. It doesn't get any, I guess, a penalty, which is very important. A bit problematic. I don't see him improving his horse tile or his iron tile. So this might actually hurt a little bit attack of France on India. We do have, as you can see over here, a very fast attack coming out from France and from Adrydry on the city of Calcutta. He might actually go against Mysore with his horse because that could be taken over relatively quickly with no units defending it. We do see the horse, first of all, can actually last move and then tap the city of Mysore immediately afterwards. Adrydry needs to move that scout out of the way if he wants to do that. Of course, from Bordeaux, from Paris, we do have more units coming on the front line. Archers coming out from Calais. Very, very nice distraction over here on the city of Calcutta, while Calcutta is getting more warriors to defend himself with. You do see that all of the units that are of Adrydry are focused somewhere else. And boom, last move. Oh no. Okay, last move coming out from Adrydry. He's actually putting some pressure on oh my god, Phyrsos! We do have a warrior coming out from Mysore next turn, but he managed to attack into that city center while it was 12 garrison strength. The city is not under siege. Adrydry's scout will probably get the pillage on the holy site at least. And of course, all of the army of Phyrsos is to the south. We will probably need to see those archers of Adrydry get into the forest and start to shoot those arrows against his opponents over there. Get those promotions going, and of course get a stronger, get a bigger. Oh yes. Okay, no encampment from either of them. Of course, we will need to see. Oh, that was expensive, bro. Did you just do that? That was so expensive, bro. Well, it is what it is over here. Phyrsos did need to buy a warrior in Mysore, so at least the second time that horse hits, it doesn't take down the city's strength that much. The city is not under siege. It will get some health back. Okay, pew, pew, pew. Yeah, India, no defense. He's trying, man. He's trying. Okay, so everybody wants me to drink water. I guess I need another bottle of water then. Dun, 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 dun. Cheers! What happens if I actually have Sprite in this water? Can you guys know the difference? That's the biggest question. Can you guys see the difference? Are they making iron? No. Hit the city. Hit the city. Oh. Oh, Adrydry. Adrydry. Ganghi wasn't made for war, man. Yeah, I guess so, man. I say. Yeah, France is definitely doing the right call. You ask what you should drink. After you can choose whatever you want. We just picked water just for your health. Oh, thank you, sir. Zangetsu Twitch. Good evening. Shade the bottle. Oh, sure. Let's see. I shake it like it's hot. Shake it like it's hot. It's water, bro. It's water. There is water in the Sprite. No. Anyway, we do have more of these horses coming up on the front line. You do see that at the moment they shouldn't have enough gold, but they're not that far away. Let's see. Yields. They might. No, it's 160. Do they get enough gold next turn? It's okay, 40 plus 25, 65, and they need yeah, they should get in. Actually, no, it's 65 plus what? 6 remains, so it's 71. Oh man, this city is gone. This city over here is just gone. Oh well. I see France's warriors are working on the city of Calcutta, slowly taking it down. In the era score screen, I think everybody actually gets its golden age. We do need to see MC Beton over here. What is he doing? Okay, still working on the campuses. Okay, that he did get a 0 adjacent. Why would you go for 0 adjacency campuses? Okay, it's fine. We got harbors coming out from Macedon. Looks like he's not actually gonna go for the war path here. I was definitely expecting him to go for encampments instead of harbors. It looks like they decided something different, and I believe the land is the thing that settled this choice. With 2 more turns to go until the classical era, we do need to quickly take a look at their pantheons. Religious settlements coming out from Portugal. He does have at least 2 more cities that he could settle on the coast to the north, with quite a few inlands, but I don't believe Portugal will want to settle that many inlands. We got God of the Sea picked up by Eleanor. He's gonna get the extra point of production on each of these coastal resources, with quite a few of them that could be improved. Very nice. Liverpool didn't actually get settled on the 1-1 we thought. He went for a 2-2 base. Looks like he's getting some amber times improved. He could get the amber, he could get the incest also improved over there with a builder. At the moment he's kind of lacking units. We do have the takeover of the city of Mysore. Adrydry showing up to the table over here. I do believe Phyrsos really underestimated England. Sorry, Adrydry over here with France. And I gotta point out, so I remember the times that we used to fight this France with the political philosophy, with the extra diplomatic visibility at the beginning. And the idea is whenever, and it's not about only France, it's a lot of other civilizations, you cannot afford to go 3 cities. That's the main problem. You just cannot afford to go 3 cities. You need to stay on 2 cities, and you need to get your classical units up as soon as possible. Most of the time you actually need to get your own boosts, as in get the pasture improved, so you get the bonus for your horses, for horse battling and so on, and you do acquire enough resources to actually get your horses. Of course, we do have Delhi actually building up horsemen, and we do need to see what will happen over here, if he's gonna manage to actually take back the city of Mysore. I doubt it, mostly because I doubt it. I mean, honestly, I believe the second he actually gets a Varo out, but that's actually very, very expensive here. Phyrsos could definitely have more damage than the French horses, because it's gonna be -3 but -5, so it's kind of, you know, actually +3 -5, so it's gonna be a -2 on the French units. Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna need to see. We're gonna need to see what's gonna happen here. There are quite a few archers that are extremely powerful on France, and this is one of the main attacking units of Adrydry. You do see that he built quite a few of them. He's getting some more forces from his cities, and he's still ignoring his encampment. He just doesn't want to handle that negativity there. I do want to also take a look at the other pantheons here. God of Craftsman, I did see it show up on the horse tile over here with an extra production and some extra faith points. 5 cities Rome, definitely going for the white plate here. A lot of good tiles to work, a lot of good cities. I do see he planted those, of course, the gypsum. He got the honey tile. He got that cattle tile on Ostia. He's gonna get to improve and of course work these tiles next to Mount Vesuvius era score. This is gonna be amazing for him. On Macedon, we did have City Degarni, which is again kind of why. We do have France with the God of the Forge, and this is actually a big question. Did the text get updated? Did God of the Forge get changed? Because we ended up changing this quite a bit. It's still 30% production towards ancient and classical era units. I do want to quickly take a look over here. Give me a second so I can see. Actually, Zenja Max could tell us, right? Was there a change on was there a change on this? I don't think it was a change, as far as I know, but maybe it was. Let's see. Preserve Egypt. No. Egypt. No. Initiationize. Reduce nuke. No. Okay. It isn't much about B3. Then I want to deny holy sites in order to have archers in time. To delay holy. Sure. In a situation like this, I can still hear a distro saying, I click pony straight away. Oh, yes. Okay, so God of the Forge up to 30% from 25%. But I don't see it in the... That was a change when? Oh my god, so many changes. So this was on 4th of July. I still don't see it over here. Congo, France, England, Eleanor, Spain, military adjustments, Giant Causeway, Matterhorn, Millicav, Anti-Cav, Technology 3, Miscellaneous, Seaside Colosseum, Monument to the God, Audience Chamber, Manhattan, IV project, no, I don't, whatever. Okay, anyway, it was buffed from, 473, okay, so that's, so there was no recent change, that's what I wanted to say, because we know about the 25 to 30, okay, thank you. Zajamax, much appreciated, sir. So we do have Adrydry, of course, keeping up the pressure over here with his units. More archers with experience coming up on the front line. He's also trying to get behind the city of Delhi and poke at it with the ponies. The ponies are showing up. A bit problematic for him will be, of course, the tiles to the north across that river. Adrydry can definitely put those archers to work from across the river and pew, 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 take down the city of Delhi with so many arrows. You can see them. You can hear them in the night, you know, just passing through your ear over. We do need to also check out their Golden Age bonuses here from the game. We do have India going for the Monumentality Golden Age. She's on a 9 faith a turn, 5 science and 4 culture, and of course we do see that he's a great prophet. It's just not big enough. It's gonna need to be growing, bro. It's gonna need to be growing. We do have Astikos with a pen, brush, and voice Golden Age, and I do see his 5 cities, still ignoring the threat to the north and allowing Phyrsos to actually take all of the beating over here. Not that I say it's bad, because most of the time you do want to get a strong ally in the backline, of course trying to get his sim up and so on and so forth. We do have also Riggy with a pen, brush, and voice Golden Age, 8 science and 23 culture. Looks like he's already on 83 gold a turn. Oh man, 83 gold a turn. That is bigger than Mali, bro. 4 cities Portugal with an ability to get a fourth and a fifth one. Oh my god, wait, 3 cities. It's even 3 cities Portugal, 83 gold. Oh, that's nasty, bro, nasty. We got Romrom here, 16 science and 32 culture, 39 gold a turn with a 52 production. Of course, pen, brush, and voice for him. He's gonna get the 5 cities to work, and he's gonna get that nice and juicy extra culture in his districts. We got a pillage. No, Adrydry. Adrydry was there on the buttons, and it does look like Phyrsos couldn't manage to pillage him. We do have actually 2 horses next to the city of Delhi, while Adrydry is trying to put more pressure on that city. We do need to see how he's actually going to try to take that city away from his opponent. I'm pretty sure we're going to need to see a lot more horses coming up on the front line, and maybe try to go against the city of Calcutta at the same time. I love the fact that he did manage to get some damage points on the other units, and not to mention you do see, unfortunately, right now this attack looks over on the city of Delhi. Oh my god, look at Adrydry's horse attacking into the city of Delhi. With one of those Varos inside, it's untakeable. The Varo puts a -5 penalty on the horse, and that's it. Like, city is 48 strength, it gives the bonus to the city. That's just, wow. Definitely the archers need to show up and start fighting. Of course, you do see there are quite a few of them on the way, more horses on the way as well. He can definitely keep on shooting that city from the tiles to the north, and slowly take down the city's defenses. It cannot put it under siege unless it goes into the lake, though. That's a problem, so he needs to be careful with that. Give me a second, I saw something here. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm looking at Oranssi going for a pen brush and voice golden age on autocracy as a government, still on 3 cities. Macedon, he definitely needs to be massive, and we do see him getting settlers coming out of his cities. He's trying to mirror over here Rome, which of course is going to have a hard time doing. 14 science and 29 culture. Most of the time Macedon is not really well known for its science ability from the campuses. It's more well known from getting a science out of his units, building them, attacking with them, and so on and so forth. And we do see that at the moment Oranssi is doing a totally different gameplay over here. We're gonna need to see if this is actually gonna be paying off, especially in the mid to late game when he's gonna be needed. We do also notice India did manage to push back a little bit to France, and we do see those Varos are starting to come out of the hills. They can definitely push the horses with Defender of the Faith that Phyrsos just got. He's getting an extra +3 on his side. Now, next to the Varos, the horses of France are much weaker. We do need to see, of course, the archers starting to rain the arrows against those Varos, and that's actually going to be probably the stopper over here to not take back the city of Mysore. Is he gonna have enough faith? Is he gonna have enough strength to actually go back from this and try to sim out of this? I'm not so sure. It does look like France is just on a much better footing with a pen brush and voice golden age, oligarchy on his units. We do see that he is definitely benefiting from so many units to attack into his opponent. Yeah, we do have also McBeton with pen brush and voice golden age on Germany. He did start up. Oh no. Oh. Okay, give me a second here, because I was like, all of my, it's like GPS repositioning here. I just got lost out of the sim, and I need to reposition myself to actually see, envision what McBeton is thinking about, putting down how he wants to put down those Hansas, what kind of bonuses he wants to get. Okay, sure, Hansas do get, for example, extra bonuses from resources, if I'm not mistaken. Let me actually take a look here. +1 production bonus for every 2 adjacent districts. +1 production bonus for each adjacent resource. So you could use ideally maybe some of the resources, but it's just not ideal. It's like only +5s instead of getting +8s. Just not ideal, and that's without the double bonus. When you get the double bonus, you're gonna get so much bigger. I guess he could get ideally a good Hansa if he places one aqueduct here, one aqueduct here, and then one big powerful Hansa to rule them all. It's just kind of a loss of space there.
How 6 months pass? Keep up the great work, Michael.
Thank you very much, Trojan man, and indeed, oh my god, 6 months, much appreciated for the Prime, sir. And of course, I'm gonna definitely try to keep this up, and of course, try to improve. That's the biggest thing, right? I need to improve, get better, get good. Tempoet, hello there, sir. He's doing, what is this? We do have also Vodairo on a flying with a golden age on 4 cities, Japan, Osaka, Tokyo, Kyoto, and Sendai. I'm still waiting for him to go against Namadol. Maybe he actually wants to keep it over there. Whoa! We got 5 gifted subs coming out from Trojan man. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. We got quite a few newcomers over here dropping these 13 months in a row. We got one Muffin, Philip, Zotango, and Tsunaft. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Good sirs, and welcome. Of course, Crispy Civ, how are you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. One second. Okay, we do see Namadol. Let's actually take a look at the city states over here, and of course keep on watching the war. The borders starting to reveal themselves from France to India.
Sub-hype.
Hey, we got a sub hype. Oh my god, what is this? What is it? Oh, I see what it is. I see what it is. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. All Triangle. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Crispy AZ, much appreciated for the tier 1 sub. We got Crispy Civ actually giving a sub. Oh my god, Crispy gifting a sub to Crispy. Can you imagine that? We got Crispy to Crispy. Hello there. Oh wow. Yes, Anthony, also good evening, sir. Welcome, sir. I do see France did manage to recruit a general. Looks like the city of Paris did casually get one of those encampments and got one. Now that will allow him to get the necessary extra damage that he needs against the Pharaohs. Of course, he's not going to get those extra points into those arches, and this is going to be quite important.
Good evening.
Bonsoir, Polush. Merci beaucoup. How have you been doing? I hope you had and you are still having a great summertime. Thank you so much for the tier 1. Looking at the city states over here, we do have Namadol with Ayutthaya coming up for the culture benefits. And Namadol still not taken over by anybody, nor is it Suzd, which is definitely a surprise for me. I was expecting Japan to take it a lot sooner. We got Geneva with Bologna coming up for the science. I do see a cat with Valletta coming up for the military bonuses. Valletta actually could be quite nice for India to get some of those walls if he needs to. Muscat with Hansa coming up for trade benefits. We got Cardiff, Hong Kong, and Buenos Aires coming up for industrial benefits, and by the looks of it, they're actually gonna give quite a few bonuses to Japan over here. If Cardiff is gonna be taken over, all of those harbors are gonna be amazing. More horses coming up from Adrydry, this time actually going a little bit towards Rome. They are trying to go to the southwest over there. For as good as France is doing, Germany seems to be doing badly, and the gold from Portugal and England is just disgusting. Yeah, I think at the moment, oh my god, Romrom actually getting more gold per turn than Riggy. How is this possible? We do have Adrydry trying his best to actually do the damage against India's units, and of course his archers are gonna be the ones that are gonna do most of the work against the Varus. You can see they're actually doing some damage and not taking any on return, while of course the horses are basically dying, attacking to the Varus. very nasty units, these Varus. We do need to see a lot more of these archers show up and start attacking onto one unit, and that's I guess the major problem, the major stopper. We do have also counter-attack coming up from India on the city of Calais. He is trying to cut off the reinforcements of Adrydry. He might end up doing just that, and of course in the meantime you do see that Adrydry is trying to sim behind all of this. Bordeaux getting a campus. We got Paris working on Waldo's throne, and of course I was expecting actually him to stay on these amount of cities. Oranssi from the south is trying to get a settler towards Bordeaux, probably gonna settle on that river and close the choke point, while we will probably see some form of damage on Rome's units from the French side. We do need to see if that's gonna be enough to force Rome into getting one of those armies or not. Astikos is getting city science again. Yeah, it's just, you know, Astikos doing Astikos things. 67 science with 42 culture. He's upgrading his units, but he did sacrifice a lot of his army build up, and of course getting a lot of cities out is gonna be the way to go here. I'm very surprised that we don't see Riggy getting more cities. Definitely I would have expected him to go at least 2 more with maybe a fleet to go against Ayutthaya here. Would have helped him so much to get more trade routes, more of these lighthouses and trade routes to go on the seas towards England. Let's see. Rome settled coastal. He did? Uh-oh. Oh, Brundisium. He actually settled coastal. Well, I by the looks of it, Macedon should just get a few boats there and try to poke that city to death. We'll see if that's going to be enough. Of course, you do see that at the moment Oranssi is starting to gear up and get the encampments down. Maybe he is going to follow this French attack with some of these heteroids, but I'm feeling that might be a bit too late. Usually the heteroids are extremely strong, but they are strong in a set amount of time. They're not that strong if you just wait for them. It's quite important to get them correctly. Also, Trojan Man is telling us, I started the dietic game of Civ yesterday, was trying to have a good culture game on Pangeea, then Russia, Inca and Korea all declared the surprise war on me before 10:30. Oh man, you're right, that is definitely a scratch. That's like, oh, but why? Civ gods, why me? You know, like why you do this to me? No bully, man, no bully. I'm in a project for England, so extra gold is the bonus, yeah. Astikos is getting city science. Astikos will win late. He always seems to find a way. Rome settle coastal, yeah. And it looks like Adrydry here is trying to help out Oranssi to put some pressure on Brundisium, but I think that's a bit too late. The horse, one of his horses, will probably die over here. Attacking into that city center. I don't think he's gonna get enough promotions from the attack of the archer on him. Okay, and just a stalemate coming up from France, which is, I guess, at the moment not bad, because France is simming behind all of this. 18 science and 20 culture versus Phyrsos' 8 and 11, and of course he's not actually losing gold, he's generating some, and in the meantime he's trying to get some more cities out, and of course some campuses and so on and so forth, the points. We do need to also check out Germany's development here. Quite a few more of these commercials coming out. He's setting them in. Okay, so now we see where he wants his hexagon. You can see the commercials coming out from Dortmund, Heidelberg and Berlin. He's setting it up on the west side, not in his capital city, which will not allow him to benefit from the full Gavron Plaza, but I guess he will get some bonuses on some of these how to say, some of these Hanzas anyway. It's just gonna be extremely slow getting all of this done. I guess he will discount his Hansa soon enough. He has a lot of these commercials in the Bilgius, and the next ones he needs to be careful not to discover them quickly though. Don't discover them next, please don't discover them next. Yeah, anyway, exactly, you felt bullied, right? Yeah, that's, you know, sometimes the game just does that to you, I even had a fountain of youth, but I couldn't defend once they got knights and I had 22 science. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Yeah. I see Kume with a legion. Finally, a legion coming out of the city. So let's see. No knights. No. So no swordsman. No swordsman in the tactics here. No swordsman anywhere. We don't have any swordsman. Like except if you take a look over here, one single legion turned 42. That's it. One single legion. Feel that me playing with my brothers, I play Masamusa, we are around 41, my captain had to pop every 4 rounds, the storm came straight through my captain and killed everything. My biggest pop is 3 at the moment. Oh man, are you playing on level 4 disasters or something? Because usually that's what happens on level 4 disasters. We got more boats coming out from Macedon going against the Brundisium, and I do see him getting a campus out of Pella, while in the meantime he keeps on building those encampments, and I do see him getting his Basilikoi-Paints. The Basilikoi-Paints is a unique unit of a unique building of Macedon, which does give him the ability to get science out of his out of a percentage of the unit that was built. Scientist? Oh, they need to pick the scientist. Wait, yeah, but that's Germany. Oh, Astikos did refuse it, and it was very quickly to Germany, and they didn't want to reload this, and of course they need to do something with it, so Germany just picked it. Okay, it's fine. We didn't have any Hypatia coming up next, so it should be fine. I think Rome will probably pass this one as well, but he should be actually quite quick on the buttons. We got Aachen with quite a few commercials coming out of his other series. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 commercials in total. He did already get 2 of those campuses from the beginning of the game, but you do see here that he's barely on 18 science and 33 culture with only 26 gold a turn. The gold generation on Portugal and Eleanor is indeed disgusting, just like Stream Chat is telling us. We got 122 gold a turn on Riggy, 135 on Romrom. They are, wow, doing so much, getting a lot of harbor shipping projects in the meantime, and of course trying to get as much gold as possible, which does bring me up to the next subject. But why would you do so much why would you try to do so much gold if you don't want to invest into something really quickly? And I guess one of the things that they could invest really quickly, especially if they do manage to go for those caravels as soon as possible. And you do see that, for example, Riggy is going mathematics and feudalism. He is trying to go for mercenaries, and of course going top 3 for cartography. Really needs cartography to get those caravels. It's still gonna take a while. It might actually get boosted by Astikos. Astikos here going buttress 1 turn, and that will allow Riggy and Romrom to get faster over there on the top 3. While on the other side we do have a Vodairo with 37 science and 20 culture, just casually getting his own cartography. It's just gonna be a bit later than his opponents. Now we do have also Macedon here, not really managing to break the city of Brundisium down. You do see he does have an armor, but that doesn't work for the galleys. He does have quite a few boats that keep on poking, but again not enough damage to actually dwindle the defenses fast enough for it to be successful. Looks like Adrydry is also managing to get more units out. He got another builder here. It looks like he's getting the watermill. I wouldn't recommend this, by the way, without farms. And by the looks of it, he did manage to recruit a second general for the city of Calais. He does have one in Mysore. Tungtrak and Burica are both on the front line, and they're giving him quite a few bonuses. Macedon is also generating 5.7 general points a turn, and we do have Rome on 1.1. India is on 2, France is on 1, and of course taking a look at what happened here, India did not manage to recruit one. These are all other admirals, by the way, coming up for Portugal, for Japan, who did manage to get Gaius Duilius, and that's actually quite good for him. A free fleet is going to be amazing in the next era. He didn't build units, and France made horses. Yeah, basically. Also, Ox Daniel, why is Astikos going top 3 though? He's boosting his allies. He's boosting Riggy and Romrom. That's why he's going top 3. Akshat just got back. What happened to my boy Gandhi? Oh man, he got bullied, bro. He thought that he's gonna be fine next to Catherine de Medici on 3 series going holy sites. Well, it turns out it wasn't fine. Wow, man, we got a total of 2 swordsmen pre-turn 50. Wow, that is a victory in itself, man. That is a victory. Delhi is alive, exactly. Going for the Warlord's throne. We got Calcutta with Governor Victor, and I believe he's he's gaining that bonus over there. He does also have Defender of the Faith as a religion. He went for work ethic, Defender of the Faith, and pilgrimage, while France did go for Crusade and Zen amenities. Oh, he got, by the way, he got Mysore, so he got a free holy site with a shrine in it built by India. So he got his own religion. That is so cool, by the way, from Adrydry over here getting Crusade. So definitely he's gonna have quite a few things to do about it. I do also want to see if Adrydry is gonna start spreading his religion. It's gonna do quite well to put the pressure on India over here, getting a few more cities converted to his Paonism actually. One second. Okay, BBG 482 gonna make Egypt a strong gold making civ. I think Egypt was already a strong gold making civ. I guess it will receive a few more bonuses right now with the external traders getting a +6 instead of +4. But I think honestly it's gonna be a bit too much for Egypt. It's very strong anyway. Old Triangle is saying it seems like Gandhi could do a push on Calais if he wanted to. No. I mean, look at the Varus. They're 40 against the 62 of the horse in the city of Calais. No, that's not going to happen. It's mostly because of the general here. Adrydry did make another project in his encampment, and he did manage to get a general. That's a thumbs up for him. Also, good evening. So happy. Good evening, sir. Yeah, it's wow. It is what it is. I think Adrydry is on point with his bonuses here. He's even trying to get some advantages, getting the archer line in front. This is going to be massive. I'm actually curious if he's going to get out of position one of the Varus. If the Varus steps here, it might actually die. Like honestly, if Phyrsos wants to take out the horse, or maybe just unleash the Varu on the archers, it might just lose the Varu. We do have him finally getting another settler and going to the west side. I do see his dominant region in the capital is starting to slow down, and we do need to see what's going to happen on the other side, on the seas. This is going to be massive, by the way. If Japan loses the coastal war against Portugal and England, this is going to be it. I think this is going to be actually game, mostly because of the gold generation of Portugal and Eleanor. They're just going to be able to upkeep and afford anything they want. It is extremely important in the game to actually afford anything you need, anything you want, because you have so much flexibility coming out of your empire. We do need to also take a look over here what's going on. We got 2, 4, 6, 7 pre-builds with quite a few boats coming out of his cities. He's one turning them from all of his cities. 5 more to come out of the next turn. 2 turns away from actually getting cartography. So he's probably going to sit on this. Riggy though is 6 turns away cartography, 2 turns mercenaries, and by the looks of it, he keeps on building boats. He's nows, I believe are they're called, the cannibals, are actually very strong because they do get the extra promotion on them. And the main thing is the extra promotion does basically give you a free heal or a lot more bonuses. So you end up with +7 boats going against Japan's maybe +5 with an admiral. That is a bit of an issue, right? You do see there's a bit of a advantage over here on Portugal. What I honestly, the only thing that I have to say about this is I still think Japan will win this just because of the sheer number of cities and its ability to use those cities to build scouts and other units that you could put in the water and get some more support bonus. You've seen in so many other battles in the last 3 to 5 months that those units, those extra units that you put next to your boats, even if they're not that good themselves, like just scouts, they do give you the extra +2, the extra +2 per each adjacent to a unit, which turns out to be so effective into allowing you to defend against an opposing enemy, especially ones that especially the ones that want to attack into you. So you do have to be careful to have enough cities that you can afford the time and the production to put into those extra units of support, so you can actually guarantee your defense. Japan also gets an extra +5 on coastal tiles. It did manage to recruit one of the admirals. He has a Himerios over here. He has also Gaius Duilius, if I'm not mistaken. I did see him recruited. Oh yeah, it's here over here. And of course, on the other side, we're probably going to see one of these admirals as well. I believe all of them did get recruited very quickly. Yeah, I think all of them. I also hated the scout ship meta. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you know, it is the meta and you need to use it somehow to your advantage. Yes, it's annoying, but at the same time, it does poses quite a few challenges for the players. It makes the difference, like it creates the difference between the ones that did manage to do the extra effort and get those scouts in the water, get the extra support bonus, be ready for it, and the ones that just, oh, I got a boat, I'll send bone to my opponent, I will take out his cities. You know, like it's definitely quite a bit of a difference between the ones that want to win and the ones that think they win. It's, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That, you know, those players that, oh, I can win this, and you know those players that just don't say anything and do it. He shouldn't, or this is Japan is gonna be defensive in this war since he needs to be in shallow water to get his bonus. He shouldn't, or this is a sure lose if he can't force both of them to upgrade. That is a good point. That is a very good point. And I believe at the moment Vodairo is aware that he's gonna need an extreme amount of pre-builds. The thing is, Romrom is totally ignoring his pre-builds. Like, this is, I haven't seen somebody ignore his pre-builds with such conviction. You know what I mean? Like, he, in his mind, he's like, I'm not gonna go caravels. Why would I build even one boat? You know, I got Portugal to defend me here. And Riggy is like, what you say to me, bro? And then Japan on the other side is like, I'm gonna get you. And of course, it's gonna be much harder if Riggy, for example, discovers cartography, and I believe he was one turn away from it. If he will discover cartography, it's going to be so hard to actually hard build those caravels. It's just not in the stars. He is, I guess, with a lot more culture than the other two, so he could get to Merchant Republic, ideally. And if he does manage to get to Merchant Republic, he could, of course, plug in the Presgans card. It's even better feeling when you say I'm gonna win 1 versus 3 and then deliver. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it is. It is a good feeling. Yeah, yeah. Especially if you did predict that happening and you do deliver. Yes. One of the things that I did learn, of course, really players really don't want to be told I told you so. Like, it's one of those expressions you want to stay away. So if you want to flex against other players that you did tell them, but like it just causes so much friction. Anyway, we're getting closer and closer to the medieval era. We're definitely gonna need to see what's gonna happen. Vodairo? Wait. McBeton. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to be disrespectful, but every time I see McBeton, something happen with McBeton, I'm thinking of through my mind, I'm thinking of so many jokes, and I'm like, don't say it, Michael, don't do it, don't do it. Oh my god. Delhi's gonna get ransacked for 8th time in the history. Well, I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. Unless we're gonna see not even guards can actually push through this. You can see at the moment Adrydry does have more science, 37 science, 37 culture. I guess the next upcoming attack that we're gonna see are gonna be the coursers coming up from Adrydry, but this is at the same time they need to upgrade all of those boats. And looking at the gold situation here, they just don't benefit from that much gold. It's 60 a pop to upgrade. Is it actually? Yeah, it's 60 a pop to upgrade a courser, and it's like 90 a pop to start upgrading those cannibals with the mercenary card. Oh my god, he's not upgrading with mercenary card. Where is Scrooge McDuck when you need him? Like, man, where is that gold carrying duck when you need him? I'm pretty sure Vodairo would need all of his gold right now. And taking a look at what's going on in the yield stamp, we do have Vodairo barely on 25 gold a turn. McBeton is on 65. We got Adrydry on 6 and then Oranssi on 67. On the other side, they have no care in the world. They do get military fares in 2 tons for Riggy. I believe by the time the fleet actually gets there, that's in 4 to 5. Actually, no, it's a bit faster. Let's see. It's 6 tons. He gets to hit the boats of Portugal in 6 turns. In 6 turns, Riggy should have cartography, those nows, and mercenary card plugged in. So he's gonna not only get a lot more gold per turn to keep for his boats, he's also gonna get a lot more gold to use into his boats to upgrade with that same amount of gold, I guess I would say. Where are the bigger boys to steal Scrooge gold and give it to Japan? Exactly. Man, where are those boys, man? Where are those boys? Yeah, we do have quite a bit of a difference in the science per turn and in the culture per turn from the two teams. It does seem like at the moment it's much better stats coming up from the western team. Of course, I'm talking about La Front Degarni. Taking a look at what's going on here, Romrom 65 science with 125 culture. He's casually leading the game. We do have him getting some more of these points going, and of course trying to get his golden age points. Romrom is 54 out of 55 points, getting the galleys now in the water, getting hanging gardens in the city of London. You will also get a wait. Oh my god, is he gonna get a religion? It's 1 turn and then it's 2 turns. And then yeah, it's enough time. It's right on time, actually. It's enough time. We do need to see if he's gonna manage to upgrade something or get some more points. 57. He needs what? He needs 11 points. Oh, I see. Oracle. Yeah, so he's guaranteed to get the golden age next. We got Riggy actually trying to get dark over here with 39 out of 45 points. He's gonna try to put the dark age card and try to get it. And you do see he's trying to get some more scouts in the water for the extra support bonus. He's using his warriors. He's trying to get that extra support bonus. I do also notice we got Rome getting his golden age, and Phyrsos is gonna have a hard time getting his second one. And now Adrydry, of course, is probably gonna need to upgrade all of these horses into coursers. Ooh, 105 a pop. That's actually more expensive than I was expecting. Oh, he doesn't have, I see what it is. He doesn't have the mercenary card. So it was, wait, if it's 105 a pop right now, it is 50 a pop actually? No, that something is not right here. I distinctly remember seeing coursers upgrade 60, so maybe, I don't know, whatever. And I'm pretty sure the game doesn't actually go into halves. It's 50, okay, it is 50, okay. So it is 50. 50 a point. It's fine. So 50 a point is fine. Oh, land. Is that about? Am I remembering the Lotaro's unique unit? I think I'm remembering the Lotaro's unique unit or something. Is it to counter 8 guys? I know about that. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Anyway, on Adrydry, we do have him going for golden age. He does need to get 47 out of 53. He needs 6 more points. He's also hard building courses from Paris and Bordeaux, and getting a bit more science for Calais and Mysore. And of course, his economy is a bit in shambles here. He is able to upkeep his army relatively nicely with World of Throne, and not to mention hard build it. And of course we do see that Astikos is also putting some units in the water, actually trying to go with the caravels against the city of Pella, where we do have galleys in the city center. I do also notice Oranssi is trying to get his own caravels, and he did get his, he passed this, he got his heteroids. I'm pretty sure he's on his points, he's well into the next era, 72 out of 63. And the problem is he's gonna give free gold to his opponent from pillaging the harbor, and of course from the harbor pillages, I mean. And of course at the same time we do see that Macedon cannot actually go and attack his opponent here. He's gonna need to stay back in his own land, and I don't really see him with an ability to get very quickly his I would say his extra defense here. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Totally forgot to do this. Oh man. I was outside earlier, and I was cutting something in the garden, and oh my god, I didn't manage to smash one of my fingers, and I totally forgot to put some alcohol on it. Yeah, anyway, how fun is Gandhi from Coursers? That's a good question. Gandhi from Coursers, engineering wanted, civil service wanted. I mean, he should be. Wait a second. No, he doesn't. We don't know. We don't know actually, because he's engineering. He's not going directly there. Now we do see also Vodairo, 57 out of 64 points. He did miss his golden. And I do see Germany actually getting his golden. Wait, he needs 5 more points. Can he get 5 more points? Vodairo also putting some scouts in the water. Both of them are trying to go for the scouts. Okay. That's only 6 boats, bro. Oh my god, he's gonna get killed here. He's gonna get smashed to smithereens. Like, these nows are not something you wanna go against, mostly because of that promotion. So the nows actually, unfortunately, can hit you and then promote, get back some health, and then hit you harder, and you're like, oh no, what's going on here? Another one of the reasons that Portugal is quite a beast on the seas here. Look at him go, man. He just stayed on 3 cities. He got insane amount of gold. He got a very good unit. And, oh man. And he got all of his boats upgraded. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 with another like 5 or 6 to go. Like, this is just crazy. Crazy. He does need to get his admiral in the main front line, so he does manage to get all of the points, the extra points on his boats. And of course you do see that his naus are definitely able to defend. Also a bit of a trick over here. He should keep Japan out of the shallow water tiles, so Japan doesn't get his extra +5. Eleanor finally getting pre-builds. Yeah, he stayed away. He stayed one turn away from his cartography, so he didn't discover it. So he can actually get some pre-builds going. Don't think he needs them though. Like, honestly, his big brother Riggy here just showed up to the fight and he's ready to go, man. He is ready to go. Can he? Like, I gotta point out, this is pre +5 from the Dark Age card damage. This is 71 against the Japanese 78. Without the promotion, without an extra +7 on the promotion, and without the +5 card. Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna be disaster on Japan. Japan does have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 more pre-builds, and of course he's not actually hard building. He's trying to get more science, more economy up. In the meantime, also improving his land is going to be his choice. Most of the players, after they do some kind of caravel attack, they do try to go for their caravels, for their frigates. So it is important to actually get military engineering and for the niter, and then improve the niter. You do see that he has a niter tile next to Kyoto. I do also want to see on Germany, what do we have here? Okay, so as predicted, he did go for this Hansa, which is going to be a +14 between them, so +7 doubled. He's going to get another Hansa here, another +7, Hansa +10. Oh, this is actually, wait a second, these are already doubled, right? So this is a +10, but it's actually a +5. He could get, I guess, a dam over there. Oh well, it is what it is. +12 now. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and look at Vodairo. He realized his mistake, but I think it is a bit too late. He already discovered Caravel, so he can't pre-build anymore. So his timing is definitely screwed up here. We do see Riggy coming out to fight in the middle of the ocean, and he definitely doesn't want to shy away from this. A bit of an issue over here. He doesn't have, neither of them actually have the Great Lighthouse, so they're not faster than each other. They're just on the same 7. Oh wait, is it? The now is actually faster, right? Yeah. Some of them have 8 movement. Kick W. Some of them 6, some of them 8. Oh well. Interesting. Okay, so now we do see the 81 versus the Caravel 75. So look, this is what I was talking about. This is a now with the +7 emblem and with the +5 from the Dark Age card. Kick W. Can you show how BBG modified Portugal's Feitoria? Did it? I don't remember seeing anything about the... Oh my god, let me see. Okay. So the only change in the late... Wait, are you talking about the latest BBG change, or are you talking about all of the BBG changes? In the latest BBG change, we only have +50% on trade route yields, changed from all yields to gold only. Oh, and All Triangle is saying that it did get cut in half for the trade routes. So it's +2 instead of +4. And of course you do see that he's getting some gold here. Some extra gold. Very nice, very nice. Oh my god, the wall of units. Run, Japan, run! I'm... Wait. I'm first. Okay, so I go A into Recon. Me. B. Okay. Oh, in all of BG. So all triangle over here did did help us out. Thank you very much, Old Triangle. Oh, let me actually use this post to go to the toilet. Be right back. The Naus are on the attack point. Oh my god, we got 3 squads of Naus going against Japan's land. Japan definitely needs a lot more gold to upgrade his units. We do see that he's also gonna need quite a bit of help. Oh my god, 81 against 66. This is a 1 versus 1 situation, and just Portugal takes out Japan with no effort whatsoever. Oh my, we got scouts in the water, we got warriors in the water coming up from Riggy. He's gonna try to get as much support bonus on these boats as possible to withstand any kind of counter attack coming out from the Japanese boats. One Muffin is calling out Macedon as a bit of a problem over here. Of course, you do see that Pella is struggling to survive, 55 strength, getting intelligence agency. I do also see a few courses coming off from France, trying to poke a little bit India, but I think that's you know, that's a bit danger over there. Was this a city-state? This was a city-state, right? One of the city-states got taken out. Okay. I do also notice we got Macedon with only 1 single heteroi, and he passed is coming out from him. So it definitely looks like he's gonna need to fight naval with Astikos. He does have 2 cities instead of the 1 city that Rome is benefiting from, but unfortunately he's a bit late on his development. And you do see that at the moment Macedon does have the upper hand with the cannibals, the promoted cannibals. I do also notice we got 2 admirals in Pella, while no admiral on Rome. The 2 admirals are actually not the correct ones for Rome's units, and it looks like we did get a notification. Hansa was the one that got defeated. The biggest question is, what do we actually have as a +5? Oh, light cav just got +5 on them. I mean, you know, French coursers are light cavs. Well, it looks like they're gonna do quite a bit of a splash here. Let's see what happens here. Okay, next turn, all of these boats are gonna get there, and they're gonna start smashing. Rome getting more campuses out. Rome should be next. Oh, minus 44 gold a turn, totally ignoring his need for an economy here, because he can get the economy from Riggy, from Romrom without that many issues. Phyrsos did manage to get to 33 science and 16 culture, and of course we do need to take a look at their golden age options. It definitely, it still looks like they need to pour all the gold into Vodairo, and at the moment France just doesn't have enough gold to upgrade his units and try to poke in against these units from India. That is a major problem here. Major problem, I would say. Kuwait? Oh, We got a GG. Kuwait, good evening, sir. Why such strange
space
pattern
may
with line units
change
giving
throughout
support bonus
the
to naval
ages.
units not fixed in BBG or banned? Well, it is what it is. I can explain that, but
Excuse
first
me
I gotta
from
say
the
we
hand
got a
of the
winner
devil.
over here. Ornithopeintres said GG. It looks like at the moment we do have a le front Degarni, their front.
By your actions this day,
Their foreheads definitely got bigger tonight, and of course it does look like with Portugal in the game with Eleanor like next to it, they could trade, they could get so much gold, they could upgrade so many boats, and it looks like Japan was on the receiving end of all of that damage. He did try to get there first, couldn't do it, and of course you've seen the result. Adrydry, amazing effort going against Phyrsos, fighting mano a mano over there with India. He was with France. He did try his best to overwhelm his opponents, couldn't manage to push that win through, and of course still did get a city from India, Mysore, which was amazing. Couldn't get Delhi, the capital city, or Calcutta, his second city. We do have, of course, to see what they're gonna say in the post-game chat. I am so curious, why did they remap the first map? It was so important to actually keep that map. I definitely still believe Ornithopeintres had an advantage on that map compared to this one. You just left the Macedon over their front line. That's Macedonian special. He just likes to irrel everybody next to him, and I believe he would have done amazingly well. Yeah, Delhi got saved. Fellow, good evening, sir. Well, right next to each other and all of that. Yeah, really lucky. 3-City Portugal carrying the game. Indeed, 3-City Portugal doing amazing. Look at that fleet, bro. He has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 10. Oh my God. 20 city, 20, 22 boats. And so the idea, and this was a question that I got asked a few times. The idea with having boats, or actually land units, embarked land units next to your boats, is that in a tile that is quite massive, you actually get more visibility, so you actually get more information than your opponent, so that could actually turn into more support bonus or flanking and so on and so forth for your units. That's how I think they justified the extra support bonus. I do want to go into the channels over here so we get to hear some extra information coming out from both teams. I need to actually take a look here, and first I gotta say, remember, this is a French tournament. They will probably be speaking French over here, and of course I will, if I do get the opportunity to ask a few questions, I can only thank them. Merci beaucoup from now, but if not, of course it is what it is. I do feel it is very important for the French community that is on the stream right now to hear a bit of the post-game chat. So let's jump right in and see what they have to say.
J'y allais aussi vers la météorite, mais on savait où elle était. Mais
la météorite sur la France, gros, c'était infâme. Sur le rush poney, gros, t'as eu un demi-poney avant.
Tâche-le, Astikos.
C'est catastrophe.
Je l'ai vu tomber.
Ah, bien vu alors.
GG, well played. That meteorite was awesome, I gotta say. Oh my God.
Good meteorite.
Yeah.
And they buy me a cab.
Yeah. But why did you remap the first one? Please.
Because we thought that the map is not good for us, because I was free sim with France. Because I was...
You wanted to fight, tell me. Say the truth. You wanted to fight. Okay, I see.
I didn't see the report, but first mat is a good position for us. I mean, we have massive chokes with Gandhi and Rom, and we have the defensive.
Yeah, I can do shit on Gandhi.
Yeah.
So I think it's all about teaming in this game, and with the 2 versus 1 naval, I think we're good.
We were surprised by the first pick Germany, because we felt we're gonna dodge the sea. Then if you do this, we didn't think you would play naval.
I mean, if you first pick Germany, you have 3 options. Either you go 1v2 naval, either you dodge naval, or either you put Germany front line. So it gives us the information that we can win the naval more easy.
I think Germany is good, but not great.
By the way,
there
why
was
didn't you have
It's,
answer?
it's Adrydry call.
I have
the
more
goal
engineer
was
points than
to-
Germany. I don't understand.
Why Germany has no engineer points?
He started getting some, but the Hansas were late.
Okay.
The call was to, if Vodairo is in 2v1, it can dodge the code with Japan. But actually his coast was better than it's in total. So he preferred to go on the coast.
Okay.
That was a very good matchup between Portugal and Eleanor. Did you guys consider banning Portugal, or don't you think it's powerful enough?
We forget it.
Yeah, we thought about it.
You forgot about it. Okay.
We speak about it in the first ban rotation, but we forgot it in the second.
Okay. That's just massive there. I think it's still gonna be starting to be auto banned here, or banned over and over again.
I mean, I don't know if the Portugal pick made us so many gold. It was good, but that the no are very good in it in Caravel Rush.
I mean, yeah, they just didn't have the gold to upgrade enough boats from Japan to come and attack you in a good enough time to take out your units. And you had all the gold in the world to upgrade everything, like. Basically,
Well, all the gold in the world. I mean, I have minus 50 with Rome, so.
yeah, but overall your team does double the amount of gold the opponent team is
You're
doing.
minus 50?
Yes. I check
minus-
once in the game.
I'm
We did
plus
double.
5 with friends.
Yeah, but I'm doing boats and land units. So.
Yeah.
I think with the settler that we bought, and the city state that I had, and the monument start, I had a very fast lighthouse, and I made gold very early.
Yes, it
And
was.
we had good tempo. I could buy a builder, road, and everything.
You did a good. You could BO with me.
I mean, it's easier with a more settler and a city state free, you know.
It's like
Did
you
you,
have
buy a
400
settler,
gold.
What?
Adrydry, vous avez acheté un colon ou pas, vous?
Non.
Ah, vous avez préféré acheter un cheval, quoi.
Il y a deux salles, deux ambiances.
Alors, en fait, sachez que je voulais qu'on achète le CAF 3 tours plus tôt. Mais Vodairo m'a dit non, Lucas, c'est mieux.
T'as acheté d'autres trucs ou pas
Non, alors commence pas à changer la version des faits. On a demandé est-ce que on achète un cave. On était en mode non, on va pas le faire. Et du coup, j'ai acheté la case.
En vrai, nous on a acheté 2 guerriers, c'est le prix du CAF quasiment, non? T'as acheté quoi,
ouais.
Fifi, pour acheter 2 guerriers, non? C'est ça?
Ouais, vous avez
ouais.
acheté un guerrier.
Un guerrier sur Charlot, un guerrier sur le cheval.
Dans l'idéal, il aurait peut-être mieux fallu t'acheter un
Sur
poney.
les, sur les deux trucs gratuits. En fait,
J'imagine que t'as
j'avais.
pas la tech.
En fait, quand son guerrier. Quand son premier poney arrive sur ma ville en haut, je suis à un tour de la tech.
Bah, c'est le problème des CivFR en front de distance comme ça. Le temps de faire le
Non,
sign,
non,
tu connais, si tu te fais full rush.
J'ai teché mining, j'ai été con.
Ok. T'as
Enfin, j'ai
retech
mis,
tir à l'arc ou pas
j'ai mis 2 tours dans mining et ensuite je me suis rendu compte et ça aurait tout changé.
T'as eu le boost de tir à l'arc ou tu l'as retech? Enfin,
Astikos m'a fait le boost. Et c'est
Ok.
pour ça que j'ai mis 2 tours dans mining, mais j'aurais dû insister pour qu'il fasse le
Ah
boost
ouais, bah, je
direct.
t'ai pas insisté ou je t'ai posé plusieurs fois la question?
Oui, c'est ce que je dis, j'aurais dû insister. Enfin, j'aurais dû vraiment te demander alors que.
Il aurait fallu
ouais, c'est bon.
anticiper pour qu'il te fasse tir à l'arc sans que ça te fasse aller faire mining et t'aurais eu équitation.
En fait, à un moment, j'ai demandé ce que je pouvais délayer, ce que je voulais faire.
Non, c'est pas ta faute, Astikos.
Mais... Non, voilà, mais je veux dire, c'était juste.
En fait, j'étais dans une game classique de je joue défensif, mais tranquille, tu vois, en mode de. Ah, vas-y, je vais faire mining, comme ça tu fais ce que tu veux, et il faut juste que tu me fasses archery dans 6-7 tours. Et en lançant mining, enfin 2 tours après, je me dis merde, en fait, peut-être qu'il mange poney, peut-être que tour 28, j'ai besoin d'un varou, et je t'ai dit à ce moment-là, fais-moi archery, et ça m'a mis 2 tours de temps.
Ah,
Et du coup, en fait, quand il est arrivé devant chez moi, il me manquait un tour de science pour les poneys. Donc j'ai shifté un tour dans ma cape pour pouvoir lancer un poney next turn. Et à partir de là, mon mindset c'était j'achète un guerrier, voire 2, pour tempo le pop de mon guerrier, de mon cave dans ma cape qui a beaucoup de prod et qui a un shift enter. Je me suis dit il va se faire en 2 tours, peut-être 3. Et il s'est fait en 3 et ça n'a pas suffi en fait.
T'as
Alors que j'aurais
considéré,
pu
t'as
avoir.
fait le Mercure et la faille à Mysore pour avoir 2 points de science? Quoi?
Je l'ai taffé depuis que,
Moi.
vu que j'étais en 4-0.
Moi j'ai B2 Mercure. Donc j'ai déjà les caves un peu plus tôt.
En tout cas, merci pour la game. Je vais vous laisser, moi.
Yes,
merci.
GG.
Moi aussi.
GG well played.
J'avoue et
GG.
prochaine.
GG.
Yes. Prochaine.
Je pense que j'étais fine
Bonne
sur
soirée. And thank you very
Salut.
much for allowing me
Bye.
to stream.
A plus sous le bus,
Good game.
Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
A plus en vous. Bye bye. So there we have it. We heard a little bit from both teams. They told us why they made why decision, and of course it looks like one of the major decisions they made was forgetting about Portugal over here. That was quite impactful. Riggy did manage to get so much. Science and of course so much so much gold, and at the same time so many boats to attack into his opponent. You can see the damage difference is just massive between these nows against the boats of Japan, even in the shallow water tiles. At the same time we did have France going against India. Did manage to take one of the cities down, and of course was working on taking the next ones. Didn't have the gold to upgrade all of his courser attacks, and even if he did get a +5 from the Congress, it just wasn't strong enough to push through fast enough against his opponent. We're gonna stop here, and of course we do have quite a few games this week, and like you saw in my schedule, we do have tomorrow another game starting up 1913. You can actually check out my schedule on my Discord over here in upcoming games. We do have Les Sumer Rangers going against the Sustain coming up on Wednesday. That is going to be a game from the CivFR squadrons, and actually I don't know why I put it here. I guess I do need to put it on the other side. Give me a second because I'm going to fix this. Both of them actually I should fix this. CivFR squadrons and and this and this. Okay, there we go. They're different, they're not there, they're on the other side. We do have on Thursday, we got Tuve Montinghi with Freritos de la Vega. I gotta point out Tuve Montinghi, massive big props to them. They got into the first division, and now they're gonna be fighting against Freritos de la Vega. Pew pew pew. 18:30 GMT, quite a few games. We're gonna need to see each other then. In the meantime, keep on watching, and of course I do hope you guys enjoy the content. I do hope you're also gonna join the Discord and continue the conversation there. Not to mention you're gonna get all of the latest information about what's going on. Big props. Yeah, early evening for you. I gotta say, what I'm gonna do now that I did manage to get earlier, I'm gonna go run outside. It is 12 o'clock my time. It's actually 0002, and I get to actually go and walk around the neighborhood. It's gonna be a good temperature to get some running going, you know, get some muscles running. With much pleasure, sirs, and of course I do hope we're going to see each other. Much appreciated for the subs, for the gifts, for the follows. Thank you very much. If you do watch this content from YouTube, again, thank you very much for joining us. I do hope you're going to throw it a thumbs up because you enjoyed the content, and of course if you didn't, I totally understand it. Throw the thumbs down so we get to so I get to improve. I get a message that I need to improve. In the meantime, I do hope of course you're gonna join me on stream on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV, and we're gonna see each other live there. Bye, see ya.